What's going on, everybody? Today I'm back with a brand new Euro 2020 fantasy football video, and in this video I'll be discussing my second draft team that I have made today. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated, and also if you could hit the like button. So let's jump straight into it. So the first player I'm going to pick on my draft team is Hadraki. There are definitely better goalkeeper options among the other picks, but Hadraki should play all games for Finland, and on the day he could even return some points, making him another obvious valuable enabler. Now, Hadraki, of course, is only 4 million. I'm going to start him in my first game because his game is being played before my substitute goalie. So depending on how Hadraki does, I could be swapping him for my other goalkeeper. But he's selected by 35% of teams. Fixtures: up first is Denmark, second game is Russia, and third game is Belgium. So the fixtures aren't too bad for a 4 million nailed on goalkeeper. So let's move on to my defence. So my defence. So I have Kjaer as one of my defenders. He's a nailed-on starter for Denmark. He's our team captain. He's a nice first fixture against Finland. Denmark are very well organised. In their last 17 competitive games, Denmark have kept 13 clean sheets. So this is a serious stat. And of course, same group as Finland. Play Finland first, Belgium in the second game, and Russia in their third game. So if you are playing that limitless chip, you will be avoiding Belgium. He's a great pick. Now up next, as one of my starters, I have Jason Denayer for Belgium. He's cheap at 4.5 million. He's a nailed-on Belgium starter in defence. Of course, he's their cheapest defender. If you look at any other defenders, they're all 5 million plus. Belgium have a favourable group. They play Russia in their first game, Denmark in their second game, and Finland in their third game. So you could be expecting lots of clean sheets here. And of course, Belgium should go a long way in the tournament. So realistically, he could be in my team for the whole tournament at 4.5 million. Serious bargain. Now let's move into my next defender. We'll just scroll down if we can see him. He's around here now. Here he is, Spinazzola for Italy. So he's my dearest defender that I have chosen. He's 5.5 million. Of course, Italy are currently on an 8-game clean sheet streak. And if they can carry that form into the Euros, then Spinazzola should be set to return both defensive points while also offering an attacking threat. Italy are definitely a defensive outfit you would want to go into. He's the cheapest Italian defender, along with the two centre-backs who won't be attacking. Obviously, they'll be sitting back. Spinazzola will be bombing forward, getting in the opposition box. If he's not starting, the deadline isn't until the games kick off, so we will know the starting lineups well in advance, and if he isn't starting, I will obviously be able to swap him out for another player, so there's absolutely no risk here. And of course, their other attacking defender is Florenzi, and he's an extra 0.5 million more expensive, so Spinazzola is a great pick here. And of course, up first they have Turkey, Switzerland and Wales, so they have a nice group and they love clean sheets, so that's why I have picked Spinazzola. And now my next pick is going to be Owen Wijnal from the Netherlands. Let's click in. He's selected by 8% of teams and he's 4.5 million. Up first they have Ukraine, followed by Austria and North Macedonia. So they have a lovely group. Should be expecting clean sheets here. Netherlands are probably going to line up with 5 at the back. that means Wijnal is going to be an attacking left wing back, like Spinazzola, very attacking, getting in lots of crosses, loves getting bombing forward. They have a lovely group, and he has returned 2 clean sheets and 2 assists in their opening 3 games at the World Cup qualifiers. So Wijnal is my other pick. Now, let's move on to my midfield. We'll scroll up. Just showing you the top picks in the game. So my first pick is actually here. It's Alaba. Of course, he plays with Austria. Click in. He's selected by 17% of teams. 5.5 million up first. Lovely fixture against North Macedonia. If you are playing that limitless chip, you will be avoiding the Netherlands and of course Ukraine in his last game. So let's find out a bit about Alaba. He plays as a left wing back. He plays on the left wing. He's very attacking. Could be a penalty taker if Arnautovic is missing that first game. He takes free kicks and corners. Against England, he landed 5 crosses in the box. He took 3 out of 4 corners in that game. Of course, up first is North Macedonia, one of the weaker teams in the tournament. I don't think you'll find a better player in this game at this price for 5.5 million. Now, let's move on to my next pick. So my next pick is, here he is, Fernan Torres. Sorry, Kimmich isn't there, I clicked him by an accident. So my next pick is Fernan Torres of Spain, of course. He's 8 million and he's selected by 11% of teams. Up first is Sweden, followed by Poland and followed by Slovakia. So he's classified as a midfielder, but often used as a wing forward up top, which saw him bag a hat-trick against Germany in November and recently also one for Man City against Newcastle. Watching Spain recently, Fernan Torres looks very dangerous, and he, like I said, down as a midfielder, but loves playing, getting in that box, scoring goals, getting assists. 8 million. You can't go wrong with a lovely group. So now, let's move on to my next starter. In midfield, we'll scroll down, and it's the Italian Insigne. So, of course, they play on the opening day against Turkey. He's selected by 7% of teams. Second match day, they play Switzerland, followed by Wales. So, lovely group for Insigne. He's going to be my match day 1 captain. He's down as a midfielder in this game once again, but he plays on the left wing. So, I'm opting for very attacking players here. He's nailed on to start, unlike the right wing position for Italy, where you've a few players going for that one position. Insigne is nailed on this left wing. He got a goal and assist in his last friendly game against Czech Republic. The fact that you can pick him up for 8.5 million is a great bargain here. And finally, my last starting midfielder is going to be, let's find him. I'll just type him in here. It's Christian Eriksen, and is only selected by 5% of teams. I'm quite surprised here. Yeah, Christian Eriksen. Of course, up first, Finland. Nice fixture to start, followed by Belgium and Russia. So let's go into a bit of detail about Eriksen. He's been directly involved in 59 goals and 106 appearances for Denmark, 36 goals and 23 assists. So it's no surprise that he's often regarded as their most important player. Now he will be on penalties, free kicks and corners. Denmark are playing well recently. They should qualify out of this group, and Eriksen should be their main man. So he's my other pick. Now let's move on to my forward that I picked. And up first is Romelu Lukaku, of course, selected by 43% of teams. So nearly half the players in this game have Lukaku. 11 million, quite expensive, but he's a must-have, I think. Up first they have Russia, followed by Denmark, followed by Finland. Lovely fixtures. So he scored 24 goals and 11 assists this season in Serie A. He could be Belgium's penalty taker. He's 7 goals and 4 assists in qualifying. He's 1 goal and 1 assist in his last game against Russia. So there you go, guys. And my next pick is going to be Memphis Depay. What can I say about this guy? He is on form lately. Selected by 19% of teams. 10 million. Up first, Ukraine. Followed by Austria. Followed by North Macedonia. Lovely fixtures. Lovely group for Netherlands. His 20 goals and 12 assists in League 1 this season. His 13 goal contributions in 6 games in qualifying. 6 goals and 7 assists. His on penalties, free kicks and corners. And his Netherlands' main attacking threat. So that's my starting lineup. Just going by the fixtures, guys. Of course, I will be subbing in and out these players as I like, based on how they perform. So now we'll move on to my sub goalie. And I have picked, scroll down, I'll actually type him in because could be scrolling for a while. So I have gone with Martin Stecklenburg. Now I know this is going to be tight. It's between Stecklenburg and Tim Krul. A lot of people are saying Stecklenburg it will be starting, but he's only selected by 1% of teams, whereas Krul's selected by 6. So I will be keeping an eye out on this, looking for more information. Of course, up first they have Ukraine, followed by Austria and North Macedonia. So Stecklenburg is only 4.5 million. It's risky at the moment between Krul and Stecklenburg, but we will try to get a bit of info on that. It's a lovely group and there should be lots of clean sheets expected. So let's go up to my forward. Sorry, I'm still in Netherlands here. So my third forward is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think this guy needs any explanation. He is selected by 27% of teams. He's 12 million, and up first is that favourable fixture against Hungary. Now they have Germany and France in the rest of their group. They are in the group of death, but this first fixture is a must target. Ronaldo's 29 goals and 3 assists for Juventus this season. In Serie A, he's on penalties and free kicks. He's 11 goals in 8 qualifying games, 4 goals and 2 assists in his last 3 games against Hungary. So he is my third striker option. Now, my third midfielder option is going to be, at the moment, Nego. 4 million selected by 41% of teams. Now, I obviously haven't selected Nego to be playing or starting on my team. I have selected him because he'll be a cheap bench player to free up some cash. As you can see, I have some expensive midfielders and forwards, so I just got him to free up some cash. I'll probably upgrade him before the deadline in my final draft. Hungary have a very difficult group. They play Portugal, France and Germany. I don't expect him to do much. He probably won't start, judging by the last few games, but like I said, I won't be using him anyway. He'll be just on my bench. And yeah, he'll just be a bench player for me. And now let's move on to my final player on my team, and it's going to be Pau Torres for Spain. He's selected by 22% of teams. 4.5 million. Up first is Sweden, followed by Poland, and followed by Slovakia. So Spain have a lovely group. Pau Torres is expected to play consistently throughout the tournament, and with Spain among the odds-on favourites to keep the most clean sheets, he makes it onto my team. So there you go, guys. This will be the team I'll be starting with here in a 4-4-2 formation. But like I said, I'm not going to leave Ronaldo on the bench coming into that last day. So whoever underperforms, be it defender or midfielder or a forward, Ronaldo will definitely be coming in. Like I said, Pau Torres could be, and Stecklenburg. At the moment, this is my team, guys. So if you like this video, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back with more Euro 2020 fantasy football content.